Hey, it's Noah from American Trucks, and these are the Renegade Series V2 sequential LED taillights with black housings and smoked lenses for the 14 to 18 Silverado 1500 without the factory LED taillights. Now, sequential stuff is seriously awesome, and I think it really adds a certain something to just about any application. Now, if you're looking for a sweet set of taillights with that extra element of sequential pizzazz and a bright daytime running light design, then these taillights are really going to appeal to you. Right off the bat, these are LED. That means they're gonna be super bright and really stand out on your truck regardless of the time of day or night. Now, that being said, you'll also be more visible to other drivers on the road as well, which could save you from accidents. Now, the tails have black housings, which give them that darker base behind everything going on, and they're doubly darkened by a smoked lens. Now, when the lights are on, they have a nice red color, and those DRL bars and strips really make a nice contrast against those black housings. And then, of course, the icing on the cake is going to be that they're sequential. Now, sequential taillights are awesome, and that's going to be a huge selling point for these guys. They're constructed out of a very strong automotive grade plastic, and the overall build quality really is great. They look and feel like an OEM part, which in my book is a really great thing. And so often aftermarket lights are plagued with poor build quality, and that's really not the case with these taillights. Now, they do have a 1-year warranty as well, so you're covered from any manufacturing defects or anything like that. These taillights come in right around the $470 mark. Now, I will say that they do fall towards the top of the price range when compared to the other sets on our site. Sometimes choosing the perfect set of taillights can be hard, but like I said before, the main selling point of these guys is that they are sequential. There are plenty of lights out there for a similar price that are not sequential, so these may be a great choice for you if that makes or breaks your ideal taillight. Installation on these guys should be manageable for just about anybody, and they only have an install difficulty of 1 out of 3 wrenches. They are plug and play, so you can count on the install taking around an hour to complete. Now we're gonna go over to the install bay and get these tails installed on our Silverado.
Tools required for this install include a ratchet and a T15 torque socket. What's up, guys? Today we're installing a set of taillights on our Silverado. First, we're gonna watch a quick uninstall video for removing your stock taillights, and I'll meet you right back here for the install.
All right, so the first step with our tailgate down, we're gonna grab a T15 torque socket or Torx bit, and we're gonna remove the 2 bolts on the inside of the taillight. Once the bolts are removed, grab the taillight and go ahead and pull towards you. Now that the harness is exposed, what we're gonna do is grab each part of it, each connector, twist, and remove. Now just be careful not to touch any of the bulbs. The only one we're reusing is this tiny center one, but you don't wanna get your oils on these factory bulbs.
Now, before we install our taillights, we need to pop out the 3 bulbs on our connectors because our new connectors are gonna be plugging in there. So we can just wiggle these out. And now we're ready to plug in our new connectors. So now we'll just take our connectors and push them into those bulb sockets. And then we can push those into place and twist to lock it into place. And next we can plug in our ballast. And now we can just tuck these away and pop our taillight into place. And now we can reinstall our 2 Torx screws. And take our T15 to tighten that down. And now we can do that same thing on the other side. So that'll wrap up this review and install of the Renegade Series V2 sequential LED taillights with black housing and smoked lens for your 2014 to 2018 Silverado. Thank you for watching, and for all things Silverado, keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.